Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to be answering a question that one of you asked me, and when I started typing up the reply I realized that it would take me probably more than an hour to write all of my thoughts. So I decided to just make a video, also because it's a topic that I think a lot of you would be interested in. So that's why I'm making this video, and please excuse my slightly damp hair that's freshly washed and my makeupless face. I just didn't have time to apply any kind of makeup because it's about to get dark and I really want this video to go up today. So here I am. So let's get started. So I'm going to start by reading the message, the comment that I got from this lovely girl, and she wrote, I really want your opinion on something. I read that I think I have both Th1 and Th2 immune system dominance at different times. I had hives, but I have Hashimoto's for about 8 years now. I'm so confused. Why and what should I do? I've been really trying to calm my immune system down. I've been taking magnesium, copper, zinc, vitamin D and C and much more supplements. I've been trying to do the low FODMAP diet for a while, except sauerkraut, but because fermented cabbage makes me gassy, I haven't been eating it as much since I've been using oregano and master gum. My UTI has come back, so maybe I'm not getting enough good bacteria. I'm so confused what to do. I'm on the verge of taking antibiotics to get rid of the UTI. I'm avoiding gluten and dairy. I'm getting muscle twitches now and then. Also, I've been taking selenium with kelp for iodine source. I don't know if I'm making my Hashimoto's worse. I'm worried that I could be creating nodules from iodine that I take. I feel like if my gut was healthy, everything would fix itself. I just don't know how to fix it anymore. Maybe it's because I'm avoiding foods, but I'm not adding good ones in as much. When I read this was exactly what was going through my mind probably just around 12 months, up to maybe 6 months ago. That's exactly what I was going through, and I had no idea what to do. As soon as I thought that I found some kind of an answer, I was challenged and I realized that I didn't know anything and I had to start from scratch, and it was so confusing. So I also read about the Th1 and Th2 because so many books about Hashimoto's talk about these two different immune systems, and I also was confused, and I also thought that my Th2 immune system was dominant, but now I understand that it doesn't really matter which one is dominant. The point is that you need to balance your body, balance all the nutrients, and then the immune system will get into balance. So what I think, and that's just my personal opinion, but I think that the immune system imbalances or dominance of a certain immune system, again, is just a symptom, just like Hashimoto's, just like everything else. It's just a symptom, but it's not a root cause. So you can try a lot of different herbs and supplements to supposedly balance all those immune systems, but if your body is really struggling with some kind of a root cause, that is not really going to make a difference. At least that's what I think, and that's what happened to me in my personal healing journey. So this lovely viewer also mentioned that she's taking a lot of supplements: magnesium, copper, zinc, vitamin D and C, and much more supplements, which scares me because I also took a lot of supplements at the beginning of my journey. Some of them helped, like magnesium, but some of them did more damage than good in the long term, and that's why I really wanted to make this video and to warn a lot of you that are taking a lot of supplements, because you really have to be very careful with them, and you need to really balance them carefully. So first thing I'll do is I'll go to Facebook and look up a group, an amazing group called Magnesium Advocacy group, and the founder is Morley Robbins. He's such a great health coach, and the group is amazing because, to be honest, in the last couple of years of my healing journey, a little bit less than 2 years, but anyway, I researched so much and I did so much trial and error. I made so many mistakes. I celebrated so many successes, but in that time I managed to get to very similar conclusions that Morley Robbins got to. But the thing is, I wasted so much time and I suffered so much. If only I had known about this group a year ago, it would have saved me so much time and so much suffering. So definitely go and check out the group. Read through all the files they have and watch Morley Robbins's introductory video. I think it's around 50 minutes long, and it literally explains everything you need to know about how your body works. It's amazing. I've talked a lot about the importance of copper lately because I was taking zinc alone for a year in quite big doses, and I basically caused myself a copper deficiency. And so I watched some of Molly Robinson's interviews and I found out that copper is very important. A lot of us are copper deficient and copper toxic at the same time. So I started supplementing copper, just like a lot of other things I supplemented during my healing journey, thinking that it was the best way forward. But I didn't see the results that I wanted to see. Yes, I did see some results in the beginning, but nothing majorly life-changing like I expected. So that's because I didn't look into Molly Robinson's theory properly. And the thing is that it's not really about synthetic supplements that you take. There's no point if your absorption doesn't work properly. And in terms of copper, what you need is something called ceruloplasmin. It's what allows your body to absorb copper. And if you're low in that ceruloplasmin, no matter how much copper you get from food or from supplements or from chlorophyll or from anywhere else, you're not going to absorb any of it. And if you can't absorb copper, if you're low in copper, you're also going to be low in zinc, because the body can't really absorb zinc without enough copper. And I learned it by myself from my own mistakes, because I had these white spots on my nails for years, and so that's supposed to be a zinc deficiency. And so I started taking zinc for a year and I still kept having these white spots and I couldn't understand why. And only when I added some extra copper, only then I got rid of the white spots and I don't have any anymore, which is amazing. So if you go to this Magnesium Advocacy group, look for a file that is called Ceruloplasmin Increasing Protocol. I think that's what it's called. And it's all about improving the absorption of copper. And when you improve absorption of copper, you're also going to improve your ferritin levels, your absorption of iron, your absorption of zinc, and your body is going to run so much better. And when I started reading through the list of do's and don'ts, I realized that I've been doing so many don'ts, and I literally totally got rid of all my ceruloplasmin, and no wonder why I was having all these low copper symptoms. So have a look at that list and you'll see what I mean. Taking things like synthetic vitamin C and also zinc reduce ceruloplasmin a lot, and that's going to prevent you from absorbing copper, so be very careful with those. Also, according to the group, vitamin D is not only not useful for your body, but it's also harmful, because vitamin D is not really a vitamin, it's actually a hormone. It's called hormone D, and it's there to regulate the amount of calcium that is absorbed into your body. So if your vitamin D is low, it basically means there's a lot of excess calcium floating in your blood, and vitamin D is kept low for a reason, not to get too much calcium into your arteries and soft tissues. So it's protecting you. So when you take all that extra vitamin D, you're actually damaging your body even more. And ultimately, vitamin D deficiency is nothing but low magnesium. So if you raise your magnesium levels, your vitamin D will go up naturally. And that's exactly what happened to me. When I started taking magnesium, my vitamin D went up naturally. So I can definitely attest that this theory is true regarding vitamin D. So for that reason, I am not taking vitamin D supplements anymore and haven't taken them for quite a while now. And I'd rather just get vitamin D from the sun and lots of magnesium. Also, if you look through the group's files, you'll see that some magnesium forms are better than the others. And magnesium citrate, which a lot of people tend to focus on, and I used to take it as well, is actually the worst one to take, because it also reduces ceruloplasmin levels in your body. So it's going to prevent you from absorbing that copper again. And in fact, I remember when I used to take it, I used to get really anxious and I used to get more heart palpitations, which was so strange. I couldn't understand why. Well, that's why. And that's why magnesium oil is pretty much the only thing that works for me. So now I use magnesium oil on my skin, and I use magnesium chloride, which is the same compound that is made, that magnesium oil is made with. So I use those two, magnesium chloride orally and also topically on my skin, and it works really well for me. So magnesium citrate is definitely something I stay away from now, and it works so much better for me. And in terms of digestion, when I started getting more copper, I mean, at the beginning I was getting copper supplements, but even that improved my digestion so much. It's incredible. If you start reading about the link between copper and digestion, your mind will be blown, because copper is so important for digestion and for candida and for healthy balance of your intestinal flora. Copper is really amazing, and so many of us are deficient, and I'll definitely be making another video about this whole copper controversy, because there's so much negative propaganda against copper and it's so not fair. So I'll definitely be talking about this, so watch this space. And this viewer also talked about muscle twitches, and muscle twitches are linked to 3 different mineral deficiencies: magnesium, of course, calcium, and also potassium. And that's natural because magnesium controls the levels of both potassium and calcium. So that's why magnesium is really like the master mineral. Make sure you get your magnesium right, and the other 2 will probably become right as well, with one exception. Potassium might actually go even lower if you supply the body with a lot of magnesium, but you're actually low in potassium, so the potassium will probably go even lower. So make sure you check your calcium and potassium levels. It's very easy, just do a simple blood test and you'll know where you stand. And if your potassium is towards the lower end of the range, then it's definitely worth looking into getting some extra potassium into your body, because magnesium without enough potassium is able to actually cause more, not damage, but it might cause more anxiety and heart palpitations. And a lot of people get that and they think that magnesium doesn't work for them, but it's just because they are deficient in potassium, and magnesium sends the potassium levels even lower, and that's exactly what happened to me. Also, the viewer talked about taking kelp, and I really don't know how much he's taking, so if you're watching this video, let me know how much you're taking. I personally took only around 300 to 600 milligrams a day, so a very, very small dose, and I personally really don't think that we need any more than this, especially if we have Hashimoto's, just because it's not like we would get any more naturally from the nature. It's just, we don't need any more than that. It's just what I think, obviously. So definitely look into how much you are taking. Perhaps you are overdoing it. So to sum up this video, I hope that it didn't come out too long, but first thing I would do is go to Facebook and look up this group called Magnesium Advocacy Group and read through all their files and watch Molly Robbins's introductory video. I promise you it will open your mind more than anything, and it will literally blow your mind. So definitely watch it and connect the dots in your healing journey. The next thing I would recommend is eating beef liver regularly. So I personally have been taking beef liver twice a week, around 200 grams in total, twice a week, 100 grams twice a week, so 200 grams in total for the last couple of weeks, and the results have been incredible. My hair became so much healthier and softer and more manageable, and my hair loss has almost completely stopped. My skin is very happy too, so I'm seeing incredible results already in terms of my energy levels. I don't have anymore this global sensation in my neck. I used to have this like pressure feeling in my thyroid area, which used to really worry me. That's totally gone. So beef liver is amazing because it's an amazing source of zinc, copper, B12 and all the other B vitamins, and also vitamin A. So I would definitely suggest that you take liver if you have thyroid problems, acne, hair loss. It's amazing for you. So that's definitely the first thing I would take. And also try to get as many nutrients as you can from food or supplements that are very close to real food, like cod liver oil, good quality cod liver oil, not the one with additional synthetic vitamins, and also things like bee pollen that has a lot of B vitamins. So that's definitely a little bit of a change in my approach, because I used to focus a lot on supplements, and now I just focus mostly on real foods and real food-based supplements, and I just supplement mainly just with potassium and magnesium in the supplemental form, but again just powder, so a very pure form without any kind of additives and bulk agents, and it's been working really well for me. And then the last thing, I would ditch any kind of magnesium citrate, and I would really focus on magnesium oil topically and on magnesium chloride or magnesium malate to take orally. That's just what I would do, and those are the best forms for me. But the best things, the most important things to take away from this video is check out that group and start eating liver. And talking about liver, I know it's disgusting, I used to hate it, but I'm going to make a video very soon about all of the health benefits of beef liver, why you should eat it, and also I'm going to share the only recipe that I actually find kind of nice, kind of not disgusting. So stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching, and to the person who sent me this question, I hope that this answered your question. I hope that you will find this helpful, and to the rest of you as well, I hope that you'll find this helpful, and I hope this will give you some food for thought. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.